When should poker players make thin value bets? Have you ever wondered when it is the right moment to make those tricky thin value bets in poker? Let's break it down so you can make smarter decisions at the table. Thin value bets are used when you have a hand that is strong enough to beat your opponent's calling range just over 50% of the time. The goal is to extract extra value from the pot, even when your hand is not the best. First, consider your opponent's calling range. If they tend to call with a wide variety of hands, you can make thin value bets more often. When your betting range includes bluffs, your opponent may call lighter. This means you can profit from betting with marginal hands. Next, think about the board texture. If a scare card appears on the river, your opponent might expect a bluff. This can lead them to call with weaker hands. For example, if the board shows cards that could complete strong hands or draws, your opponent might be more willing to call a bet. Reading your opponent's range accurately is also essential. You need to be confident that your hand beats enough of their possible holdings. This way, you can make a profitable bet in the long run. Bet sizing is another key factor. Thin value bets are usually smaller to entice calls from worse hands. If you bet too large, you might scare off your opponent. On the other hand, if your bet is too small, you may not extract enough value. Finally, consider the type of opponent you are facing. Thin value bets work best against players who call with marginal hands. Recreational players or those who do not fold easily are ideal targets for this strategy. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine you have Queen-Jack on a board showing Queen, 9, 5, 8, and 2. If your opponent checks on the river and you have previously shown a high bluffing frequency, a modest bet can entice them to call with worse hands, like Queen 10 or 9, 8. This way, you gain extra value from a hand that might otherwise be checked down. In summary, poker players should make thin value bets when they hold a marginally strong hand and expect their opponent to call with worse hands. Pay attention to board texture, bet sizing, and the type of opponent you are facing. This strategy can help you increase your long-term winnings by extracting value in situations where a standard value bet might be too strong or a bluff too risky.